This is a walkthrough of making histograms. I'm starting with a blank sheet and I have imported some data from a data file I will provide you guys. But this is basically how you're going to go through this. The first thing we will need to do is add the descriptive statistics. So we're going to choose data and data analysis and descriptive statistics. Click OK. First thing I need to do is select my data range. I'm going to include the label data and go back up to the top. I'm going to check to make sure it has a label in the first row. I'm going to choose my output range. Let's put this right here at the top row in column C. So we're going to choose C1. And I want to make sure I have summary statistics selected. And then click OK. If you point between the C and the D, you will see this change in cursor right here. This right here. If you double click there, it will expand. The numbers we are most interested in, I'm going to highlight these and go to my home screen. And let's paint that yellow. These are the ones I'm really interested in. I'm also going to hit bold, make those bold. So what we want to do is we want to take the range and divide that into 6 equal parts. So I'm going to write a little label here. Range divided by 6. Not range divided by 6. And we're going to press equal and go to the range. And then divide by 6. So right there you should be able to see that. Let's zoom in on that. Or right here. So it's equal to D11 divided by 6. That's where my range is. We're going to divide that value by 6. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to make several bins here. So we'll have bin 1. And if I click on this little corner and drag this, I should get 6 different bins. I'm going to start with the max value, so I want to go equal and maximum. And then I want to subtract 1/6 of the range every time. So equals this value minus this. And on your keyboard, hit function and F4. And you'll see it puts $signs in front of the G and the 2. And what that does is it makes it an absolute reference. So if we copy this cell down by dragging it, it will use the number above it and then always take away this range up at the top. And when I look at this, I should see my max, and I need to go one more. So we're going to go to bin 7. So we're going to have 7 different bins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these are the bin ranges here. So we started with the max. We divided the range into 6 pieces, and we subtract 1/6 of the range every time until we get to the min. So if you compare that to the minimum here, 29.93, started with 74.56, everything lines up. These are the bin ranges. I'm going to highlight those. Let's make them a different color. Okay. There are ways to do this statistically, but this is the easiest way that we are going to use for our data. Now we need to add a histogram. So at this point we want to add in a histogram. To do this, we choose the data menu and we choose data analysis, choose histogram, and click OK. And make sure that your input range is selected. So over here I'm going to choose my numbers. Remember, I'm using Control, Shift, and down arrow. On an Apple, it's it's Command, Shift, down arrow. Okay. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to... Then you need to choose your bin range and select your ranges that you calculated. And let's make sure the label is unchecked because I don't have any labels up here. We're only going to use those numbers. My output range, let's use J2. Make sure it has chart output and click OK. And what it's going to do for you is produce this little bin table, and you'll see this histogram. If you click on this, you can drag it and make it a little bit bigger. And if you look at our mean over here, the mean is 53, and if you look at the two values in the middle, the mean lies between 52 and 59, so our mean is right here in between these two. So we see this looks like kind of a normal distribution, so that's what we want to see.